At the end of the day, I'm not complaining. Good on Mike for making the money, but I just hope he doesn't end up with more serious health issues from this. The real worry is that he ends up in the same situation as Evander Holyfield did when he fought at 58 against Vitor Belfort. But let's hope Mike doesn't do that to himself. And the sad truth is, Jake's probably going to win. He's got no shame in doing so. As for Jake himself, I don't get what he thinks he'll prove by beating an old man. I mean, Mike Tyson is a legend, but the guy's no spring chicken anymore. It's like putting Barbara Patrick, one of the greatest. Now, the big question, is this fight scripted? Who the hell knows, honestly? But if you haven't heard the details, here they are. The fight's a heavyweight, so Jake has bulked up to the glamour division. Well done, mate. It's 8 2-minute rounds, which might help Big Mike a little bit. The gloves will be 14 ounces, not the usual 10, which gives Jake a slight advantage. But the most ridiculous part is that this fight will count toward their official records. So when we look back at Mike's legendary career, which includes wins against, but of course, I'll still be watching on Friday. As much as we can agree that it's a joke, who are we to stop Mike Tyson from making a fortune? After all, the man's lost enough money over the years, spending ridiculous amounts on tigers and whatnot. Plus, this same guy, Jake Paul, stitched him up back in his heyday, and now Jake's making around $40 million from it all. You can say what you want, but the guy knows how to rake in the big bucks. All right, let's dive into this mess of a fight. To be honest, it's beyond disgraceful. Jake Paul is 27 and Mike Tyson's pushing 58. Tyson's almost at retirement age, and a few months back, he was using a walking stick and even in a wheelchair because of serious back issues. And yet, some commission has given the green light for him to fight a young man. So yeah, it's not just any 58-year-old. Mike's battling serious health issues. On top of his back problems, he had to postpone this fight before due to stomach issues. He lost 26 pounds during recovery, which should have been the warning sign that this might not be the best idea. But here we are.
Different training regime.
But he's not punching like he did. He's just,
Hands up.
yeah.
Hands up.
He's not.
He's bringing the smoke, bro.
That could have been bad.
It ain't hit
Right now.
They put him
Missed
I
it.
missed.
Yeah, he's not seeing that straight left.
Smells blood in
I
the
don't want
water.
to see him get hurt.
Yeah, Vitor knows that he needs this.
Yeah,
That was clearly just a cash grab, but to be fair, Big MK is essentially doing the same thing against Jake Paul. That said, credit where it's due. He didn't look too bad in his 2020 exhibition match with Roy Jones.
Beautiful.
That's two hard right hands dug inside. Oh, the mark with a 1-2 and a lead left hook from Tyson is a beautiful. Tyson gets onto the front foot, the left hand. So Tyson looking to increase the tempo in the closing stage, and he gets to Roy Jones on the road.
Certainly. Here's a rewritten version of your text with improved flow and word choice. Yeah. Tyson's hair is longer and healthier now than ever, and the last 2 performances he had made him look even better. The biggest difference now from the Gary crime fighter he once was, his peekaboo style, sharp left hooks, and aggressive footwork remain evident, though you can tell he's holding back, especially since his last fight was an exhibition. Back then, he managed to go the full 8 rounds, but let's not forget, it's been 4 years. Since then, he's dealt with back problems, other health issues, and by his own admission, plenty of Jamin relaxation. Whether he can replicate that level of performance again is anyone's guess. Bat said, if this upcoming fight isn't scripted, big if, he'll likely aim to knock Jake Paul's head clean off, caring little about pacing himself for the later rounds. Tyson's power might not be what it once was, but it's still there. As he famously says, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. If Tyson connects, Jake will definitely feel it, even with the cushioning of those 14-ounce gloves. Now, let's talk about Jake Paul. He's always talking about becoming a world champion, but let's be honest, that's not happening. He's a cruiserweight, so why not fight Jayo Pataya, the current king of that division, and see how far he gets? Good luck with that. For all the talk of taking on Canelo, Jake's actual boxing resume includes just 3 legitimate fighters: Ryan Bendo, Andre Augustine, and Tommy Fury. the last of whom beat him. No disrespect to Bendo and August. They had solid records. But beating those two, losing to Fury and then calling out Canelo, come on. Still, credit where it's due. Jake's not as bad a boxer as many make him out to be. He's improved, especially in his movement, which will be critical against Tyson. If he can avoid Tyson's bursts and drag him into the later rounds, the odds start tilting in Jake's favor. Let's face it, a 50-something Tyson, even if he's still dangerous early, will slow down. But the road to beat was someone was going to vote. This is why Jake might win. Much as it pains me to admit, it could very well be scripted to favor Jake. Even if it's not, with Tyson's age, 14-ounce gloves, and a fresher, younger Jake in the ring, how much damage can Tyson realistically do? I wouldn't rule out a draw either. After all, a rematch is always good business. In any case, it's bound to be entertaining. The fight may be a load of hype, but hey, I'll still tune in. There's nothing better on Netflix anyway. See you later. Let me know if you'd like further tweaks.